episode 585 comes to you live on the 28th of October 2022. Rains in the 2022 World Cup have caused bedlam, havoc, and tanashahi. That is, it has set cat amongst the pigeons, which means one doesn't know what will happen next. The Australia England match, highly anticipated match, which hadn't happened if Baines had not interfered, would have decided who would top the group. And which means India and South Africa will qualify for the semi-finals and they could be facing each other again in the finals. It's a possibility. While teams like Australia, New Zealand, England, Sri Lanka, two out of the four teams will qualify. But which two? as I was saying, the rains have created bedlam. The losses to Australia and Pakistan and England. These three teams lost to their losses have also created panic amongst each other. And as I said, India and South Africa are the only teams who look likely to reach the next stage and the stage after that. But what will happen after that, I do not know. Rain is certainly going to put things in perspective for a lot of teams. And as I said, the India South Africa match will decide which team tops the group, and it will be a group top showdown between the two. If India win their next match, they go to 6 points and they top the group. If South Africa win their next match, they go to 5 points and as well as get a boost in their net run rate and they top the group. Similarly, if India win all their matches, that is, if they are 5 out of 5, they will be at 10 points and they will top the group. If South Africa go on to win, let's say 3 out of the 3 matches because one was rained out, and if they lose on Sunday, they will be at 7 points and they will be qualified because, well, that depends on how a team like Pakistan can miraculously win the next few matches after losing the first 2. Even if Pakistan wins the next couple of matches, they will be on 6 points. South Africa wins their next couple of matches, they will be on 7 points, considering one match was rained out. And South Africa have a couple of tough teams in Netherlands, India, and Pakistan to face. So it's going to be a very interesting scenario as far as this group is concerned. This group, I would not put a neighboring country for now in the situation to even reach the next stage. I am putting my focus on India and South Africa. And India and South Africa have a very interesting history as far as the 20-over World Cup is concerned. Not just 20 overs, just the 20-over World Cup. Why? Because in 2007 India wins, and that was important because that made India qualify for the semi-finals. But that was a completely different qualification scenario, Super 8s and whatnot. 2009 South Africa goes on to win that match, and that resets it to 1-all. 2010 India once again wins the particular match, and it's 2-1. 2012 India wins again and it's 3-1, and the last time these two met in the World Cup, this time in a 20-over World Cup, was in 2014, where they beat South Africa also in a semi-final scenario, and they went on into the finals. And what happened there is something we will talk about at a later stage. And that's how things are. So that's how India-South Africa rivalry has been. It hasn't got the hype created of the rivalry of the match which happened last Sunday, which makes people shed out crocodile tears, crocodile emotions, crocodile nationalism. But the India-South Africa match will be very interesting. And of course, this new thought of wicket at Perth, it's bouncy. We saw what happened last night when our neighboring country failed to chase 130 runs against Zimbabwe. Yes, Zimbabwe is also a team which can create panic, but we'll go into that situation later. Let's focus on the India-South Africa match. They've had a very interesting, I can assure you, a very, very interesting rivalry. It's difficult to say which team has a greater chance. I don't even care about if the match is happening at Perth or somewhere else. I'm not worried about those scenarios because it really doesn't matter, because both teams have good fast bowlers. Let's not get carried away that they have Nokia and Rabada and Ngidi and Maharaj and Parnell and Shamsi. So they are going with 3 fast bowlers, all-rounder and 2 spinners. India could also go with 3 fast bowlers, all-rounder and two spinners, and I will not change the team. They may be tempted to have an extra fast bowler, but I will not risk that because we saw what happened yesterday. Our neighboring country went with an extra fast bowler. They sacrificed an extra batter, which meant that 130 became too much. It was going to be too much anyways because the way they started and the way the entire thing evolved was always going to be something which was going to be very, very interesting. But that's how things shape up in this particular scenario. That's the best part of this entire thing. I can't predict who will win between India and South Africa. Can you predict? Of course, you will say South Africa because of the emotions around it. They are a better team. They've got the Nokias and the Rabadas and the NQDs and the Millards and all those big, big names. But then they've always had big names. But we have a 4-1 advantage over them. The one in which we lost in 2009 was, well, I don't even know how that happened. So let's not go over there. And remember, India have to face Zimbabwe, South Africa, and one more team to make sure that their semi-final results are in their favor. So which is the third team? Do you remember? Do you remember which is the third team? I do not recall. Zimbabwe is one team we'll be facing. Netherlands and Pakistan are done away with. Bangladesh is also a team which can create bedlam, but their net run rate has taken a beating. Even if they manage to win the next few matches, the net run rate will create such a scenario that even the top teams will find it difficult to qualify. So Bangladesh can cause bedlam, can cause tanashahi, can cause havoc. Netherlands is here to enjoy. They are like India in football. They have nothing to lose. They know they won't be playing after this. No team will play them. At least India will not play a series with them. That's never going to happen because that is below the super ego of the Indian cricket board to organize a tournament versus Netherlands. Even if they do it, even if they have, let's say, 5-match, 20-over series in India, they invite Netherlands to come to India, you will not see a full house. Because who cares about the Netherlands players? You don't even know them. They're not popular. They're not your pseudo media stars. They haven't got that attention. They don't play that Indian T20 Tamasha League. They may play after this, but then this group has been playing for so long. So are you trying to oblige them by including them in the India T20 Tamasha League? So I don't think that's going to happen. So you can forget that. After this, after whatever happens with Netherlands, they'll go home and they'll start their routine. They are not professional players. They don't even play against their own associate nations, and that's a term I do not agree with. I do not agree with the term associate nations. That's a term I really, really detest. Because then, if you're listening, India is also associate nation when it comes to football. We have the best football domestic tournament, but we are still obsessed about EPL and La Liga and those fraudulent domestic tournaments. That's the thing that is. Talking about the India-Netherlands game, India defeated Netherlands with panache and ease by over 50 runs. South Africa defeated Bangladesh by over 100 runs, which means when India and South Africa meet this Sunday, they will be a little complacent that our previous match, we beat teams who gave us a run for the money. But when we meet each other, should we be as complacent? Because, as I said, I don't care about the pitch, the bouncy pitch. I don't think it makes a difference. And I don't think either of the teams should sacrifice a batter to have an extra bowler. If you don't have an all-rounder, then I don't see. Since Shardul Thakur could be included in place of one of the bowlers, but he's not in the 15th, then I would not risk having even a Mohammad Siraj as part of the team if he can. So that's something they would have to relook. Don't get carried away by all this bounce and pace and all, because that's just superficial. live on the 31st of October 2022.